Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are coming to you early today. It's a little before 10 o'clock in the morning because we have a big back to school open house thing in the evening, so I'll be going into work late but also staying late. But we've got game one here against the Rockies to start this series. The Rockies in third in the NL West. They are trying to remember, I think 6 games back of the Diamondbacks. So I'm guessing we probably won't be helping their cause. So they have to jump the Dodgers. I think I mentioned it last series. The Diamondbacks are the only team in that division with a winning record. The Dodgers are like 3 games under 500, something like that. So regular guys in. Jonathan's on the mound today. I don't know if we've seen the Rockies yet this year or not. I cannot remember. I certainly can't remember their lineup. So we've got Buck to start things off, who will look at a fastball for strike one. Little looping line drive that gets over Joey's head. It's going to start things off with a single. So here's Hall. So we got back-to-back generated AAA players to start off the lineup. So I'm guessing they've probably been around for a little while. Now starting off 1-2 for the Rockies. That's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Here's Garrett Atkins. 1 on, 1 out. Fastball a bit too high. Curveball bounces in. That'll make it a 2-0 count. Slider in there for a strike. And pitch down and in. It's 3-1. And that misses inside. That's a walk. 2 on with only 1 out. Jeremy Hermida at the plate. He'll look at a palm ball for strike 1. And that palm ball misses. Jonathan a little wild today. It's a 2-1 count now on Hermida. This palm ball hit over Kester's head. This is going to score the first run of the game unless a great throw. Yeah, it's not going to get there in time. Actually was very accurate, just didn't have enough time. I don't think anybody would have made that. So the Rockies up 1-0 with Tulowitzki at the plate. He's got a 1-1 count with 2 men on. Fouls that off his foot to make it 1-2. Curveball gets a swing and a miss. 2 away. Here's Scott Pasednik. Still 2 men on as there's a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Rockies score 1 on 2 hits to start the game. Kester will start things off for the Squirrels. There is the Rockies lineup. Laffey on the mound. Or LaFay? I don't really know, to be honest. So here is Kester. He pops this up. Barton, the catcher, will take it. One away, Marvin at the plate. He'll bat right-handed as that first pitch drifts inside. Pop-up foul ground. Barton will take that as well. 2 pop-ups right around the plate. Here's Chief. Nobody on base. 2 outs. First pitch is too low. And that changeup goes outside. There's a called strike. This one hit out into right center field, and it does get down for a base hit. Thought Buck might have a play on it, but it dropped right in front of him. So here's Terry at the plate, 1 on with 2 outs. He'll get a base hit out in the left field. Chief's going to try for third base. I don't know. Yeah, he is tagged out. Seemed like a bad decision as soon as I saw him turning. It was close, but runs us out of an inning. So the Rockies up 1-0 as we go into the second. Barton, who was busy in that first inning, will lead things off here. Barton swings and misses. That pitch a bit outside. There's a called strike, 1-2. Fastball misses, down and away. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Here's Lundberg. A draft pick. Don't know from how many years ago or anything. But I know by the gray line he was a draft pick. He has a 1-1 count to start things off. Fastball breaks inside. Makes it 2-1. The curveball bounces in. Jonathan throwing a lot of pitches today. There's a ground ball to Chief. Has to wait a little bit on a hop, but no problem at all.
Number 32, Aaron Laffey.
Aaron Laffey, it says. I do not remember this guy. But he'll look at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. The ball bounces in. A ground ball. Jonathan will take it himself over towards third and gets it back to first in plenty of time. Rockies still up 1-0. The Squirrels will start off with Frank at the plate in the bottom of the second.
Number 6, Frank, left fielder.
First pitch, up and out. This one catches the inside corner. That makes it 1-1. Into deep center field. Did he get all of it? He did. Drops over the center field fence. 423 feet. His 6th home run of the year. And this game is tied at 1. All right, here's Tom to try to follow that up. Not this year, but for several years, it seemed like whenever Tom or Frank would hit a home run, the other one would follow pretty quickly behind. They always had almost the exact same home run total, usually right around 10 every year. But Frank's numbers are down a bit, but Tom's numbers are down by quite a bit. All right, it's 2-2 count on Tom. He will swing and miss for the first out of the inning. So here comes Zach to the plate. Pops this one up into left field. Posednik drifts over towards the line and makes the catch. 2 away. Here's Joey. He will look at strike 1 on a high fastball. This is going to get out into center field for a base hit. Runner on first with 2 outs for Jonathan, who's just really trying to get into the triple digits. I feel like he had gotten a little closer and now sunk back down a little bit, hitting 79. He's got a 2-0 count right now, though. There was his fastball to hit, but he let it go by for strike 1. Changeup misses. It's a 3-1 count. High fastball for a strike. Full count, 2 outs. Runner will be off. Jonathan, though, looks at strike 3. So we'll move into the third inning. We are tied at 1 apiece. Buck will lead things off for the Rockies in the third.
Number 096, Great.
Buck got a hit and scored in his first at-bat. Jonathan, 4 strikeouts the first time through the Rockies' order. Buck currently with a 1-1 count. That's going to be a line drive out into left center. That might... Well, actually, Frank did a pretty good job cutting that off. Is it going to... Oh! The throw was there in time, but it wasn't on line. Or at least I think it was there in time. I was surprised to see him break for a second. Gosh, yeah, I think if that throw was online, I think they would have got him. But unfortunately, that's not really how this works. So Hall at the plate, looks at strike one. That ball a bit too low. Similar pitches, but I guess that one was a little lower. Fouls that off his foot. They're going to come out and look at him. And he's going to come out of the ball game. So here comes Matt Holliday in to hit. Now he is not a second baseman, so I don't know if they're going to do some other switcheroos out there. I also don't know in what world you want to start Scott Pasednik over Matt Holliday, but apparently this one. Holliday strikes out, not really his fault. Garrett Atkins then at the plate, runner in scoring position with one away, and he will look at strike one. Atkins, did he have the RBI? I can't remember if he hit that one or if it was Tulowitzki after him, but Atkins strikes out here. Sorry, no, Jeremy Hermida. Tulowitzki's after him. Yeah, I can't remember who had the RBI, but Hermida lets ball one go by. Pops this one up in foul ground. Tom waiting on it, and he makes the catch. That'll end the inning. It's still tied at 1 as we go to the bottom of the third. Kester to lead things off. We'll see what the Rockies do defensively here. So it looks like Holliday will come out. Cora's going to come in to play third, and Tulowitzki's going to go to short, I think is how that worked out. Or sorry, play second, and then Tulowitzki to short, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but Kester starts off the inning with the base hit right up the middle. So here is Marvin, who fouled out in his first at-bat. Pitches up and away. Too high again, 2-0. Kester takes off, but Marvin fouls the pitch off. 2-1. Fouled off again. 2-2. There's a line drive out into right field. Kester will stop at second base. 2 on with nobody out. Chief already has a hit in the game. Though some over-eager base running maybe prematurely ended that first inning. He's got a 0-2 count right now. Hits this one foul off into the seats. Just barely got into the seats, I might add. That slider was too far inside. There's a line drive out into right center. That's going to roll away. That's going to drive in at least 1 run. We'll see what Marvin does here. He turns for home, and he will score to make this a 3-1. The Squirrels lead as Chief with the 2 RBI double. The Squirrels maybe not done yet. They've not had an out so far here in the third inning, and Chief still standing in scoring position. Terry with the 1-1 count. That fastball's called a strike. Changeup is up and in. Ground ball right to third. Only play is to first, though, so not the worst outcome. 1 away, runner on third for Frank, who homered in his last at-bat. He'll look at strike one here. Fastball a bit inside. This one a bit too high. 2-1. This foul ball. Will it make the stands? Doesn't really matter. Nobody was really chasing it. Goes off the wall for the record. This one, I think Pasednik's got this one, but Chief is tagging up, and here he goes. See if the throw is going to be in time. It will not. 4-1 Squirrels on a sac fly. 2 away now with the bases empty. Tom struck out in his first at-bat. I did not look to see Laff. He's got 2 strikeouts on the game. Don't know if they were both the first time around or not. I can't remember for sure, but Tom gets a base hit up the middle. I think they probably were, actually. Zach flew out, I do believe, to left his first time up. Runner on first with 2 outs. Lefay is up 0-2 on Zach. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning, but it's a big one for the Squirrels. They plate 3. We move into the 4th, where Tulowitzki will lead things off.
Number 2, Troy.
Tulowitzki struck out in his first at-bat. We'll look at strike one here. Swings and misses. Make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away. Here's Scott Besednik. Struck out at his first at bat and looks at ball one here. That's ball two. First pitch was much better than the second. Slider gets over for a strike. Fastball in there for strike two. Sednick has not swung the bat yet. Does here, but comes up empty. Two away. Here's Barton. Also struck out in his first at-bat. Apparently this is where all the strikeouts were the first time through the order. 3 in a row, and I think he had 4 altogether. Maybe it was 5. Still. Barton with an 0-2 count. Ground ball off to Joey. And that will end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 4-1 Squirrels, and Joey's going to lead it off. Joey got a base hit in his first at-bat. He'll look at strike one here. Fouled away to make it 0-2. That pitch up and out, 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. One away, here is Jonathan. Struck out in his first at-bat. And there's a called strike. The pitch runs outside to make it 1-1. Fouled back. It's a 1-2 count. Fouled away again. Jonathan hanging tough up there. Swing and a miss, strike three. 2 down, here's Kester. He is 1 for 2. Got a base hit in his last at-bat. Starts off with the fastball right down the middle for strike one. Then swings at that fastball to make it 0-2. Changeup catches the outside corner. That will end the fourth inning. 4-1 Squirrels as we move into the fifth. Lundberg due up for the Rockies. Lundberg ground out in his first at-bat. Starts off with a fastball for a strike here. Another fastball. Lundberg's behind on it. Makes it 0-2. Swings over a slider for strike three. Laffey at the plate. Grounds this one off to short. 2 away, and that will bring Buck back to the plate. He's 2 for 2 so far. Singled and doubled so far. This is a park you could triple in thanks to the very deep left center. It's got a 1-1 count at the moment. Swings and misses at a curveball to make it 1-2. It's a down and away. Swing and a miss, strike three. 4-1 Squirrels as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Marvin's going to lead things off for Indianapolis. Marvin 1 for 2, a foul out and a single. Looks at strike one. Pitch foul down the right side. 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. 1 down. Chief is 2 for 2, singled and doubled so far. So he looks at strike one on that sinking fastball. High pop fly. Besednik waiting on it, and he does make the catch. 2 down. Here's Terry. He's 1 for 2 today. Slider under the hands for strike one. Terry hits this one pretty hard. Oh, off the top of the wall. I couldn't tell if he got all that one. Just missed that home run. Have to settle for a double. His was more of a line drive than Frank's was. Boy, that could not. I missed by inches. All right, speaking of, here is Frank. Runner in scoring position with 2 away as he looks at a slider for a strike. Hits this one off to first base. Lundberg will step on the bag, and that will get us to the 6th inning. I do believe that's Alex Cora who's going to lead things off. Came in after Hall, I think it was, the other generated player. Hurt himself, fouling it off of his foot. So he went in for shortstop. Tulowitzki went over to second is how that worked out. I couldn't remember how they were originally aligned. That goes through Jonathan, but wasn't hit very hard, so Joey's able to pick it up and get it to first in time. Garrett Atkins is 0 for 1. He's walked and struck out, and he swings under a fastball here. Hits the palm ball, foul. 0-2. Another palm ball, ground to third. Chief will get that over. 2 away. That will bring Jeremy Hermida to the plate. He is singled and fouled out so far. As he looks at strike 1, fastball right down the middle. Hits this one out into right field for a 2-out single. Here's Troy Tulowitzki, who has struck out in both at-bats so far. Jonathan up to 10 strikeouts on the day. He's got a chance for one more. Popped up. Terry should have this in foul ground, and he does. We'll move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still 4-1 Squirrels. Tom will lead things off. Looks like we're going to get a pitching change.
Now coming out to pitch for the Rockies, number 20, Brendan McCarthy.
Brendan McCarthy will take over on the mound. So here's Tom. He's 1 for 2 so far. Hits this one just to the foul side of third. And looks at a curveball for strike 2. That fastball sailed all the way. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the changeup for strike 3. 1 down. Here is Zach. He is 0 for 2 today. Fly out and a strikeout, and he will look at strike 1. Line drive into left field, and it does fall in front of Pasednik. Just barely. Had to short hop it. 1 on with 1 out. Joey 1 for 2 on the day. Looks at a strike. Pitch is down and out. There's a called strike. Called strike 3. We will not have Jonathan hit here. He's already pitched his 6 innings. Phil to the plate. 2 outs, runner on first. He will come up with the base hit out into center field. Runners on first and second for Kester. Starts the 3rd go-around of the Squirrels order. And we get a wild pitch right off the bat. So now 2 runners in scoring position. Kester with a chance to really break this game open. He's got a 2-0 count after that failed curveball. There's a fastball for a strike. Kester taking all the way. Curveball bounces in. Might have the bases loaded here momentarily. And that misses outside. Bases loaded with 2 outs for Marvin. His first left-handed at-bat of the day. That fastball is outside. Nowhere else to put him. McCarthy's going to have to throw some strikes. He does get the call there. 1-1. Runs outside. 2-1. That was a hittable fastball, but Marvin let it go. 2-2. Outside, we got a full count. Runners will be off. Marvin puts a line drive right to Tulowitzki. Well, that could have been something, but good defensive play there. We go to the 7th inning. Scott Posednik is going to lead things off. We are going to turn... Who was pitching today? Jonathan. So it's Gonzalez. I guess he'll go into Marvin's spot. How do we want to do this defensively? Let's have Kester go out and play right field. He's faster than Phil by a wide margin.
Your attention, please. Now come where the pitch for Indianapolis. Number 76, Gonzalez.
Posednik has struck out in both at-bats so far today. Fouls his first pitch straight back. With a swing and a miss to make it 0-2. Splitter runs outside. Fastball is hit over Gonzalez's head. Phil will take care of that. 1 away. Here's Barton. 0 for 2 on the day. Cutter down by his feet. Another cutter catches the inside corner. That's going to be a line drive out into center field for his first hit of the day. 1 on with 1 out. Lundberg at the plate. He is 0 for 2. He will swing over a splitter. Swings over another splitter. And then hits a fastball right to Chief. 2 away for McCarthy. They are going to let him hit. Oh, we get a wild pitch. So that is going to move the runner into scoring position. For a guy hitting 50 on the year, that's a lot of faith in a game that wasn't out of reach as of yet. He bloops out to short. 7th inning stretch time. Chief will lead off on the other side. Alright, Chief leading things off. McCarthy out there on the mound. This Chief goes right back up the middle for a base hit. The Rockies must have really wanted McCarthy out there to pitch, because that was a chance for them to steal a run back late in the game. A 3-run lead, I mean, it's not, there's some margin for error, but it's not totally out of the realm of possibility, especially since the Squirrels got this lead with a 3-run inning. It's not hard to imagine. I think Terry might have gotten his home run here. He sure did. Nearly a 2-homer day, but have to settle for a 2-run home run instead. His 19th of the season, 436 feet. And now it might be out of reach. Another line drive shot. So here's Frank. He's officially 1 for 2. He's got 2 RBI, a solo homer, and a sac fly. He hits a ground ball through the middle. Buck will get it back in. So here is Tom. Looks at strike 1. That's fouled off. Barton can't quite catch up to it. 0-2 the count. That's going to be a base hit into left, right in front of Posednik. No outs in this inning yet. 2 men aboard. Zach at the plate. Got a hit in his last at-bat. Looks at strike 1. That pitch not super close. There's a swing and a miss. So really, the Rockies really screwed up by not pinch hitting there. Very possibly gave up a run, and McCarthy did not hold things together out on the mound. It's a 2-2 count on Zach. He will ground this to third, and the only play will be at third. They throw to first, but it was not real close. Now they're going to take out McCarthy and put in Todd Wellemeyer.
Number 37, Todd Wellemeyer.
So Joey at the plate, 1 for 3, struck out in his last 2 at-bats. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. That pitch is outside. This one's inside, 2-1. There's a swing and a miss to make it 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Phil has 2 men on with 2 outs, and he will ground out to short here. So that'll end the 7th inning. Squirrels tack on 2 more on that homer to make it 6-1. Buck's going to lead things off for the Rockies in the 8th. Well, I guess we don't need to change pitchers. I was getting ready to before I realized it is not a safe situation. Buck looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Swings and misses again for strike 3. There's Alex Cora, his second at-bat of the day. Ground out in the first one. I think that was one that bounced over Gonzalez's head and Joey, or no, it was Phil. Picked it up, got it over to first. In any case, he's got a 3-0 count to start off here. There's a strike. Swing and a miss. Full count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Gonzalez comes all the way back. Here's Garrett Atkins. He's 0 for 2. Does have a walk. He's got a 2-0 count to start things off here. High hopper over Gonzalez's head. Joey will take this one and gets it over in time. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Kester's going to lead things off for the Squirrels. They lead by 5. They're out hitting the Rockies by 10. Kester walked in his last at-bat. He will look at strike 1. That pitch runs outside. This is out into left field for a base hit, and we'll have to pinch hit here. Didn't want Gonzalez to go more than 2 anyway. Let's throw Miyake out there and get a real center fielder, and I guess Kester will just fill in where he fills in. Miyake looks at strike 1. That changeup is too far outside. Ground ball. This could have been a double play. It went off of Wellemeyer's glove and ends up getting nobody. 2 on with nobody out. Chief at the plate to make this hurt even more. So that fastball is outside. Fastball is a strike. Slurve is a strike. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's a good strikeout for Wellemeyer. Terry then to the plate. He will look at strike 1. Hits this one. He's hit the ball very well today, although Buck does get to this one. Actually, I really thought that was going to be a hit, but no such luck. So here's Frank now with 2 outs, still 2 on. First pitch is a strike. If you're going to leave, runs out there on the board, this is the way to do it. Although as soon as I say that, Frank comes up with the hit to score the 7th Squirrels run of the game. Tom at the plate, still 2 on with 2 outs. First pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. This, I think, is going to fall in. It sure does. 8-1 Squirrels. Runners on the corners. And the Rockies will again change pitchers.
Now coming on to pitch for the Rockies, number 46,
Luis Mendoza will try to get this last out for the Rocks. Zach 1 for 4. He swings and misses at the first pitch. That's a bit outside. Probably high as well. Swing and a miss to make it 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. We go into the 9th inning. This game really got away from the Rockies late. Jeremy Hermida is going to start things off for Colorado. They need 7 runs to stay alive. They scored 1 way back in the first inning. So we'll have Zap come into Zach's spot, and yeah, of course nobody's hitting anything to right field, but Kester's looked just fine out there. All right, Hermida is 2 for 3 today. Pair of singles around a foul out. I think that was the one to Terry at first. First pitch was inside, as is this one. Rushes Hermida back. It's a 2-0 count. No real call for that in a 7-run game. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose. 3-0. And that's a line drive, but Phil jumps up to make the catch. 1 away. Here's Tulowitzki. He is 0 for 3. Couple strikeouts, and I do believe he fouled out as well. So he looks at strike 1. Looks at strike 2. That pitch he does not chase. Hits this one towards the middle, but Joey will pick it up and throw it to first. Rockies down 2 there, final out. And it's the form of Scott Pasednik, who is 0 for 3 today. First pitch is up and in. That one a bit too low. That's going to be a base hit out into right field. So Kester does get to touch the ball out there. Barton got a base hit in his last at-bat. He will look at strike 1. Hits a ground ball to third, Chief on to first, and that will be your ball game. Final score today, Colorado Rockies 1, Indianapolis Squirrels 8. So it was a close game for a while, but then the Squirrels really just put the spigot on full blast. So they had 2 home runs today, very, very nearly 3. And to out-hit the Rockies by, I think, double digits. See the box score, and it comes up here. See if that still held true, but it definitely was. Pasednik here in the 9th inning might have cut it down to 9. Oh, actually, no, it's by 13. So Chief's going to be your player of the game. Thank you, everybody, for watching. If you want to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. We will be back here tomorrow with Game 2 of this series. We'll see you then.